families. Buen dia, everyone. This is Principal Lewis with our weekly wrap-up video. Happy last day of the third marking period, and most importantly, happy spring break. After today, we go on our spring break vacation. We know that all of our students are super excited to have a week off, a week to rest, a week to be with families, and we want everyone to be safe. We wish a very safe, restful, and restorative spring break vacation, and we look forward to seeing you guys on April 1st, Monday. We are back, 7:45, regular school day. Make sure your students are here on time. Lots of great things happening this week, lots of things to highlight. One of the first things is our chain that was made here behind me from our Be the Change students. So during lunch this week on Tuesday, our Be the Change students came down to the cafeteria and talked to our students about the importance of positivity, of loving yourself, loving others, and being a great role model. We know Maya Angelou to have her famous quote, you know, when people show you who they are, believe them. More importantly, we have the power to be who we want people to see us as. And that was the message behind the Be the Change group. So students were able to write affirmations like, I will be the best version of myself. I will be respectful. I will show love in the community. They wrote their names on the chains, and we created this link that is displayed on our lobby. So we see that all of our students are committed to representing and being the best versions of themselves. We are super excited to announce a partnership that we have with the Councilwoman's Office. Councilwoman Lozada, aside from sponsoring our school with a grant that is going to help to fund some really big projects we're doing here, like our family center, our library, our PBIS programs. She herself is going to be our keynote speaker for this year's 8th grade promotional ceremony. So we're very excited to have the councilwoman here. We're excited for all of our 8th graders that are going to be promoting, and we're looking forward to sending them off to high school with some great words of inspiration from our very own councilwoman. When students come back, we're going to be taking pictures for yearbook. So speaking of our 8th graders getting ready to go out, we want to send them out with some memorabilia from their experience while they were here at Clemente. So pictures will be taken on April the 2nd, which is a Tuesday. So make sure that your students are coming into school. They're looking great because we're going to take pictures for the yearbook. And then on the 3rd, we're going to do makeup pictures for any students that missed their picture on April 2nd. So save that date, remember it, super important for our yearbook pictures. We've also been doing door prizes. This week, students came into school with a prize every single day for being to school on time. And we're excited to celebrate some great news. On Monday, we had about half of our students that was here on time. The next day on Tuesday, we had an increase of about 5%. On Wednesday, we had another increase. So this week, we've been seeing the number of students who are arriving to school at 7:45 go up and up and up, and we want to continue that. Help us best help your child by making sure they come to school, they're here on time, because learning begins at 7:45. We're getting ready for our PSSA testing, and students have math first period, they have ELA first period. So if they're not here and they're coming to school late, they're missing on that key instruction, which is helping to get them ready for testing. So help us help you. Please have your children to school on time. And speaking of PSSAs, we did our first mock PSSA assessment. Students had a great time. They were able to take the test, answer PSSA-like questions, and even self-grade their test so they can themselves know how are they doing? What are the PSSA questions going to look like? It is important that at home, you're talking to your children about the PSSA test. They should take it seriously. They should take their time. They should answer every single question. They should go in, underline keywords, use that to help support evidence with their responses. All of those best strategies, talk to your child at home, help them get prepared, because our students at Clemente are smart, bright, intelligent, all the great things, and we want the state to see it, we want you to see it, and most importantly, we want them to see it when they take the test, they get their results, and they see how great they're going to do. This is going to be a year, as we say, our best year yet at Clemente, where we're continuing to grow and we're continuing to make a difference in ourselves and our young people. One other thing is our school nurse. Nurse Lighty has been an amazing addition to our school team this year. She has really leveled up Clemente in a great way when it comes to health. There are several conversations that are happening around our school around what it means to be healthy in terms of getting our screenings done, our vision done, making sure that we practice washing our hands, sanitizing. This week, she started a plant challenge where every class received a piece of a dumb cane plant. Students are being able to watch that plant propagate in real time. And the goal is that if everyone's plant propagates, we're gonna plant them and be able to add some greenery in our school community. So we wanna give Nurse Lighty a shout out. We wanna tell her thank you for not only keeping us healthy, but also helping to expand the way that we look at the world by teaching our young people how to take care of plants. Shout out to Nurse Lighty. Happy to have her on the team. So to close things up, we want to actually take some time to go in some classrooms and let's take a look at what classrooms look like and how students are learning as we're getting ourselves ready for the PSSA. So come check it out. So on our journey to visit some classrooms this week, I want us to start out with 6th grade. We're gonna check out 6th grade science and social studies. Students have been learning about the transatlantic slave trade historically, where we talked about how goods and resources were originating in Africa, being transitioned over to the Caribbean and Central America, and then made its way up to the Americas. Not only slaves, but also goods and items like sugarcane, tobacco, etc. So in Mr. Melvin's social studies class, students use computers, they've been looking up terminology, they've been understanding the impact of some of the terminology to the real-time transatlantic trade. So let's go in and check it out and see what students are doing. So we see students looking up things on their maps. We're continuing our tour of classes. We're here in 8th grade math. Right now, 8th graders are learning about the properties of exponents. Like you can see on the back, there's several different properties from multiplying powers, dividing powers, power of powers, and negative exponents. So students are learning not only how to apply those problems to figure out exponential expressions, but also to be able to use that to solve problems. So currently we're in Mr. Kim's math class, and we're checking out and we're looking at students being able to get their work done and have the powers of exponents completed. Amir is one of our A students here working on, let's see if we got this right. Okay. Okay, check it out. Got 100. So we'll end our tour back with 6th grade. We're actually in our 6th grade writing class with Ms. Clump. So students have been reading the books, The Habits of Highly Effective Teens, and they've been using that to be able to do writing prompts to reflect on what are some good social emotional characteristics that they can use as 6th graders to help them to continue to mature as young adults. Today is the last day of the grading period. So right now students are working super hard to try to make up their grades, because after today, we close out the grade book and then we move into the 4th marking period. So let's take a look at what students are writing. I see here that we're looking at skills such as lose it, use it or lose it. I can quit whenever I want. So students are elaborating and expanding on the writing prompts that's been provided to them from the teachers. I like that. I'm seeing one response that says take a break and focus on being you. So that's a very good, I think, mature thing to do when you need to take a pause break. Care for your body by eating well. So I do like that. Let me see here. Focus on being yourself. I like that. Life is an art, so it kind of forms from expressionism, which is great. You are what you eat. I love that. Things that you put inside of your body go out. So as you can see, our young people are smart. We're excelling in math. We're excelling in ELA. We're excelling in science and social studies. And we look forward to continue to share with you all of the great things that's happened at Roberto Clemente. See you all after spring break. Have a fantastic remainder of the break. This is Principal Lewis. Goodbye.